Hello and welcome to another Contemplative Living. The new year, we're trying to do everything right. I want to kind of remind you that our goal this year is to develop and live with deeper rooted intentions. So today's topic of experience the stir of the awakened mind. And Spirit once said to me, everything in life can show us our way towards a spiritual and being authentic being connected to the greater source of oneness. And with that message, it taught me to look inward. It taught me to try to find that awakened mind. And so let's get to it.
Welcome to Contemplative Living, where we view contemplations for the week to have a better understanding of our spiritual paths. This is Contemplative Living with Dave Bennett, contemplations and reflective meditations.
All right. So, sometimes that awakened mind is considered also the beginner's mind, the beginner meditation mind. And it's that wondrous new feeling that meditation brings, that freshness that we start to see life in everything. And we start to see it in all that we do and all of our surroundings. It's a wonderful start to a practice. And through stillness, we begin to create space between ourselves and our thoughts. That space is the stillness. That space is where expanded consciousness resides. That space between ourselves and our thoughts is where our true inner guidance can speak to us and can reveal our path and which way to turn when we're at those moments of indecision. So when we begin to feel the benefits of our awakened mind, we decide how to respond to our egoic mind. And that is what helps us to create the balance in our life, is by realizing our awakened mind is our true nature, our true self. It's who we really are. It's our authentic being. And we get to see clearly when our ego is trying to, interject itself into our everyday interactions. And so that helps us to balance. We have to live this life and we have to interact in this world. And sometimes the way the world comes at us really, really triggers us. That's okay, we're human, but the thing is to recognize it when it's happening. And then we can decide how to respond. And we can decide how to respond using our peaceful inner nature to bring more empowerment into everything that we do. So one enters the Buddhist path when the thought of enlightenment, bodhicitta, has arisen. Now, citta is translated roughly, a lot of times people think of it as the mind, but it's actually the mind thought. And so bodhicitta is thought of enlightenment. And when And this is not just a Buddhist concept. This is a concept that's carried through many belief systems, and especially indigenous belief systems, that we can be aware and enlightened, and we can live our life that way. We can begin walking down that path. And when we're taught this as a young person, and I was very fortunate that this was pointed out to me when I was about 14. And it helped me to see things differently, because I was definitely on a self-destructive path at that age. And it helped me to see that there was more to this life. And it helped me to get out of some bad situations. So our guidance is there. That's what it's there for, is that bodhicitta is available to all of us. So once we learn to sit with our breath and be in the present, our lives come into focus. Focus is what is so crucial in our life. A lot of times we feel scattered. We feel like we're adrift all the time. And that is really, really a tough place to live. You just can't live that way. You don't get anything done. You don't go anywhere. So when we learn to sit with our breath and breathe and be present, it brings a sense of focus. It brings a sense of clarity into everything that we do. And that is how we want to live our lives. So pauses are just as beneficial as taking a formal meditation seat. We need to take a break now and then. We need to take a breath now and then. Not even just a break, just a breath. So that we can collect ourselves, so that we can look out on the vista of life, so that we can see clearly. When we take a pause, it gives us a chance to collect ourselves and to reconnect with that awareness, with that awakened mind that we're touching upon in our stillness. Those pauses help us to bring that practice into our everyday interactions. Now, practice sitting and walking meditation in ways that stir the awakening mind. When we challenge our meditation, and one way to challenge meditation is to get off of the meditation cushion and to take it into our day and bring awareness into a stroll, into a walk. Whether we walk in a park, whether we walk just around our block, bring that awareness and that breath, our awareness of our breath. And the next thing you know, we're doing a walking meditation. And we're seeing clearly, we're seeing more, we're feeling everything that's around us. I love walking meditation. It's something that I really, really cherish. And I should be doing more of it myself. But it allows us to connect with the nature all around us. It helps us to see clearly in an interactive environment. So practice sitting and walking meditation in ways that stir the awakening mind. Remember that the spiritual path is delicious, fruitful work. We can lift the veil. We have that within us. to be able to lift the veil and to be who we're meant to be. Our awakened mind is present and presence. And it's that expanded awareness that's available to us. We just have to rise above the circumstances. And when we do, we find that we can interact in a much more beneficial way, much more productive way. We can interact and be a force within ourselves, within our community. We can affect change. And when we do it in cooperation with others that are in touch with their awakening mind, then amazing things can happen. I hope that you're able to connect to your higher source this week and bring it into your daily interactions. And I hope you have a blessed week. Namaste.